They loved in their youth, but separated by misunderstanding. When they met again, she was someone else's wife. He hated her and took her back, torturing and imprisoning her. When seeing her in a pool of blood did he regret. The room was dimly lit, and a woman huddled in the corner, her frail body trembling, looking visibly terrified. Her body, where it wasn't covered by clothing, was bruised all over, a shocking sight. The marks on her left wrist seemed to be a constant reminder of her unbearable past. A man entered the room. Seeing the woman once again cowering in the corner, a trace of sadness flickered in his eyes. As the man drew near, the woman appeared to perceive an encroaching peril, her form quaking with intensified fervor, lips whispering incantations of inaudible dread, muttering to herself, "I don't want to be with you. I don't want to." In the next moment, images of the man forcing her in sex flashed in her mind, him holding her down, threatening her in her ear. "I'll do whatever you want. I won't resist anymore. Just don't hurt me. Don't hurt me, please." The woman wrapped her arms around her head, tears already streaming down her face. Seeing her like this, it felt as though someone had gripped his heart tightly, causing him immense pain. He wanted to reach out to comfort her, but as soon as the woman sensed him approaching, she nervously watched his hand move toward her and screamed in fear, "No, no, don't touch me, don't come near me." The woman pressed her body even further into the corner. With his hands suspended in the air, the woman's resistance held him at bay. Yet he could not help but ultimately reach out, drawing her tightly into his embrace. The woman was now exceedingly sensitive, and the mere touch of the man caused her body to tremble violently. She instinctively wanted to break free from his embrace, as an overwhelming fear surged within her. At this moment, she couldn't bear the touch of anyone, least of all the man standing before her. Yet no matter what she did, she couldn't deter the man's determination to hold her. She was helpless. So she sank her teeth into the crook of his arm with all her strength. The taste of blood spread in her mouth, but she had no intention of letting go, and the man had no intention of releasing her. "It's okay, if this makes you feel better, bite as hard as you want," the man said, fully aware of the pain in his arm. Yet he didn't push her away. Instead, he held her tighter. Compared to the pain she had endured, this small injury meant nothing to him. At last, the woman ceased her struggle. Her already slender frame had grown even more gaunt from neglecting to eat. The man, his heart aching, gently took hold of her arm, which now felt as fragile as if it were only skin stretched over bone. "Why haven't you been eating again?" The woman just stared blankly at the man in front of her, showing no reaction. Every day, she would sit in the corner, refusing to eat anything. Only when the man came home and patiently coaxed her would she open her mouth to eat. But even then, she would take just a few bites before vomiting it all back up. Despite this, the man still carefully fed her, never minding the vomit on her. Out of the corner of his eye, the man caught a glimpse of the woman's left wrist. The scars had faded significantly, yet they were still unmistakable at a glance. His gaze dimmed with sorrow. Those marks were remnants of that day, and if not for him, she wouldn't have ended up like this, nor would those scars have ever existed. The room was so dim that the man couldn't clearly see the woman's face. But he couldn't turn on the light. He knew that even seeing the light would make her tremble with fear. "After we finish eating, let's go take a bath." The man spoke in a cheerful voice, but only he knew what kind of feeling lay behind those words. It was a kind of heart-wrenching pain.